Biden finally speaking publicly about the Maui wildfires after telling reporters no comment earlier this week. But some are pointing out that he seemed to forget the name of the island.
I apologize because I try very hard to keep my speeches between 15 and 18 minutes. But I got to talk a little bit about Hawaii. The Army helicopters help fire suppression and efforts on the Big Island because there's still some burning on the Big Island, not the one where you see on television all the time.
Fox News contributor and columnist for The Messenger, Joe Concha, joins us now. Joe, look, I know we've been talking about Joe Biden's decline on this show for months now, but even then, are you still shocked? He's missed so many layups on a story that requires just a few simple lines of empathy. We pray for these people. We hope that they get what they need, and we're going to provide the resources. Yet we get no comments, we get stumbles. It doesn't make sense.
Todd, Joe Biden's strong suit is supposed to be that he is the consoler in chief, that he can actually display empathy because of all the tragedies that have happened in his life. And what did we see over the weekend? For 4 days, he made no public comment. He is lounging on a beach nearly 5,000 miles away from Maui, and on multiple occasions when reporter asked them about what the response is in terms of Maui, or any comment on it in any way, shape, or form, where he could have just very easily said, our hearts are with the people of Maui, and I'm giving them everything they need. He responds no comment each time and smiles weirdly afterwards. So either he's completely detached, apathetic, or he's just not with it anymore. Then you hear that, okay, Jill and I, as in the First Lady Jill Biden, plan to travel to Maui at some point. We don't want to get in the way of recovery efforts. He said the same thing about East Palestine, Ohio. And to this day, he has not gone to that disaster zone as well. So we'll see if he goes. But the optics here are horrible. We just mentioned the no comments. The fact that he was on vacation for 10 days, then another 4 days in Delaware, makes no public comment. And where's he going now? Lake Tahoe, Nevada, for another vacation,
That's right.
Carly.
And what you were just seeing on your screen is a flight that he took yesterday. He flew directly over East Palestine, but he said he would go. Like you said, he hasn't been yet. There have been some questions over the response to this tragedy. Local, state, as well as federal. Here's professional surfer Kai Lenny on that lack of response in his opinion. Watch this.
Okay.
We were kind of sitting back waiting for help to arrive, and then nothing was sort of happening. We were just in shock. It was just like day after day. Where are they? I haven't seen, one state, one county, one federal official at any one of the donation hubs where people are most suffering. People are sleeping in their cars.
So now the president has announced that victims of this will be getting some money from the federal government, I believe $700 a person. He did say, like we were just talking about, that he is going to eventually go to Hawaii. Does that make up for this initial lack of response?
This is Joe Biden's Katrina. I don't think that's hyperbole in any way, shape, or form. You saw what happened with George W. Bush. That was the beginning of the end of his presidency, that infamous photo where he flew over New Orleans coming back from vacation in Texas, and he never recovered from that. So if Joe Biden goes 2-3 weeks later, that's just not enough. You hear the death toll of 106 dead. 1,300 are still missing. What does missing mean? You were talking about a death toll that will go probably well into the hundreds, making this the deadliest fire in U.S. history, and the president is MIA. This is something you simply do not recover from, guys, and it didn't have to happen. This is completely an unforced error on Joe Biden's part, more importantly, his handler's part.
What stands out to me, Democrats are the party of big government, but why have all that government if it's not utilized when it's needed most, when, quite frankly, is really the only time government is truly needed in a time of tragedy like this. Especially, Joe, if you're trying to pay back the people that voted for you. Hawaii is a very democratic island. I know we shouldn't get political, but all the signs are there, yet nothing is happening. It makes no sense. We got to leave it there, Joe.
Yeah.